Okay, boys and girls, just a quick video here. I'm kind of just going to do a before and after, throw it together. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but you've seen I had an unboxing. I just got this reel, which gives me a whole bunch of alphas, and none of them are stock. So I don't even know if I don't think I have enough parts I could put any of them back to like an original one. So what I'm going to do now, though, is I'm kind of getting, I don't know, bored with the ones I have. So instead of just selling them, I think what I'm going to do is change them up. Okay, as you can see, I may have bit off more than I can chew for tonight. I don't know, can't really decide exactly how I want to go back with these, if I want to switch them a whole bunch or, you know, what I want to do. I think I may, you know, you guys are probably going to laugh because I laughed. I tore all my alphas down, and I ended up putting this one right back together, except I did add, no, I think I put this one exactly the way it was. So complete tear down and tried different configurations, and this is the best overall you can get. A reel with a bunch of purple seems to be with, you know, because I had that purple side plate that I bought new. So this is still what I originally called my baby alphas reel with the, you know, expensive spool. The spool itself is like 175 bucks. The reel was actually cheaper. I think originally anyway, it was like 140 bucks off eBay. Then you know, it's been polished by me. Another person polished it. I traded it to and then got it back. I polished it again. Of course, any bare aluminum, as anybody that messes with aluminum will know, that it's a never-ending deal to keep them polished up, just like an aluminum wheel on your car. You get out and use them and get them around moisture and water, and they will need polished again. What sort of become my favorite casting reel, if you remember that test I didn't really like this, but I found I had the settings too tight on this reel on the drag as far as the magnets go. This will actually cast crazy amount lightweight stuff, and it always works. It's the, you know, newest of the bunch, the Alphas Air. It's slightly modified, no major modifications other than the gear ratio. I had switched to 5.8 to 1 just to be able to put aluminum gears and lighten it up. And I think I'm going to try it out on this. I've got it on the Criff hanger, so this is the shortest rod I have, and this should be a pretty good overall. It's almost going to be kind of a backup combo. I may throw the, you know, TRD and Ned rig on it. About the lightest setup I throw. Well, what I was trying to do, my favorite reel, of course my most expensive reel, or it was until I took the other knob off of it, was my Zonda. I was trying to get it to match up well with this Pagani I just picked up. Kind of be my overall, you know, BFS rod and reel combo. And this, I love the rod, but it kind of presents a problem. And just something that really looks good on it. So I was thinking, as I tried to put a little more gold and black with the Zonda, because you remember this, you know, I always had a little gold. I liked it when I deanodized and added the chrome front piece. I had a little gold, and this is the BFS spool from Megabass, but sometimes I run the gold spool out of the R edition. As you can tell, I took the gold basically off the R edition I just picked up and took several of those gold pieces and added to this one, because the Pagani does have quite a bit of gold accents here and there, but overall it has a kind of a black, you know, reel seat, the parts that are color. Then of course it gets clear, kind of brownish with the purple and pink inside that clear finish. And of course you get to the back, it's wrapped in like black with gold trim, and then this is a real dark color, very dark brown. And this combo looks awesome, but it's really the only one of the bunch. Of course I still like my purple reel, but I think came out looking maybe as good, if not better. I thought it looked a little better with the natural cork knob instead of I'd had the expensive. I don't know if any of you are familiar with these crazy, outrageously priced knobs. I picked one of these up off from Hedgehog Studios. Like, shouldn't have bought it. $87 for one knob. That's, I know it's kind of ridiculous. It does look cool though, but it doesn't really match anything. Like, you can shine it up, let it dull up, but it really doesn't match any of your other, you know, wood or cork or anything you'll have. It doesn't. I've got a couple, this rod and another one, the Major Craft Corkish, that have the kind of a wooden reel seat, and that knob doesn't really match up well with either one of those. So what I'm debating now, these, I mean, they look pretty cool. I know I'm probably nitpicking. They'll all fish well and look pretty decent, but I've kind of come to the conclusion I love Megabass rods, but I think I'm kind of getting to the point where, although they're awesome reels, they do work good, but I do miss, I'd like to be able to, you know, these don't click, but usually they're just kind of set them in one little spot and then forget about it, do all your adjustment over here. And then the drags also don't click. I don't really like that. I like to be able to go a click or two tight or loose with my drag from years ago, of, you know, whether it be with the original, I think it was second generation Revos, what I really started liking. But then they became, for me, you know, what I consider nowadays standards of a lightweight reel. The second gen Abus are pretty heavy. So I might go with the newer generation of the Abu Garcia, which is the lightest reel out at the moment. Or I may just go with some of the cheaper Luz. I haven't decided for sure yet. I do like the Luz Light. It's kind of a silver reel with gold accents, but something about that reel just looks cool. And that Luz also has a few others in their lineup that don't look bad. So, hope you guys like this little video. I know some of you reel and rod junkies never get tired of looking at cool, you know, fishing reels and rods. Of course, I consider all these, anything Megabass is pretty cool, and a lot of your higher end daiwa stuff is too, along with Shimano. Of course, you know, there's only one thing wrong with the Shimano, and that's it's not a daiwa. And Abu Garcia, they just don't have the overall total quality that you will find with Shimano or daiwa. But they're, you know, them and Luz, I think they come from the same factory. I think all the reels at Bass Pro Shops and majority of everything that's not Shimano or daiwa is pretty much made by the same manufacturer for the different companies, you know, and a few subtle changes made to, you know, make them kind of their own brand. And I'm not sure about 13 Fishing, but I've had a couple 13 Fishing reels, and they are so, remind me so much of any 50 series Shimano, whether it been the original, you know, 50 series Corrado that they popped out and they switched it to the Chronarch, and then they had the cord, and then the Aldebaran, you know, that kind of, that 50 series reel. That's what the newer 13 Fishing reels remind me of, is kind of a knockoff of that. They kind of have their own mechanical stuff working for them, but the feel and the overall looks of that reel, that's what I would call it. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. Sorry it wasn't quick. Hope you enjoyed checking out a few of the cool reels I do still have, and my insight on what I think of them. As always, thanks for watching.